There's too much. There is too much. There are too many of these rumors. I don't know where to begin anymore. Ugh, God damn it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video. My name is RuffledRowlit, and I am actually going to, like, shoot my brains out because this is getting a bit ludicrous at this point. First of all, thank you about the love and support on Twitter, guys. I really appreciate that. Also, thank you to all the new followers. If you haven't followed me, that'd be appreciated. It really helps out. But besides me, obviously, plugging here for a second, I don't know what to say anymore. Like, we posted 2 videos today. I did not think about making a 3rd video, but here we are making a 3rd video, which wasn't in my plan of things to do. I would have just covered this all in a single video, and I think from now on, I might just wait a little bit more and just cover it all in a single video, though I don't want to put out, like, 45-minute videos, because that might be a little bit, you know, I don't know, that'd be a little bit ludicrous, you know what I mean? But either way, thank you to everybody who's supporting the fact that I'm doing this one. I asked out, like, there on Twitter if you guys wanted another one. But let's just get into the actual stuff here, because we've already been going for about a minute here, and we haven't actually gotten to any of the information. So, you guys may remember that earlier today I was making a video about a rumor that cropped up, and I'm going to actually show you which video I'm talking about, because I made 2 videos today, so you might be a little bit confused. But I'm going to bring it up real quick and show you what I'm talking about here. And here we go. So, this is the video I'm talking about. This is the video that I did, which is basically about a Pokemon Kingdom Red and Kingdom Green game, or whatever, being Generation 8, basically. That's what popped up, and I read it, and I honestly said in the video that I don't think it's real. I think it's bullshit. You gotta remember, I look through a million rumors every single day. I have to ignore a ton of them. The only reason I'm talking about this one is because it's actually brought up a lot of people's... It's been brought to a lot of people's attention. Even PokeJungle tweeted about it and talked about it on their website. And of course, you know, they don't really talk about every single rumor. They only talk about the ones that seem slightly more interesting. And this one is quite intriguing because it mentions so many things that are just over the top. Like, so many things that I just don't believe it. For example, that there's going to be now, like, 191 brand new Pokemon. 191, okay? Just think about that number. That's an insane number. If it's real, it's an insane number. Also mentioning that you'll be able to travel through, you know, to a new region, as well as Kanto and some other stuff, and a bunch of other things. Now, in this video over here today, I discussed some aspects of it, some things that were mentioned. I won't really go through the same things again in this video, but in this video right here, which covered some like map that I kind of managed to debunk thanks to you guys, I'm not gonna, you know, either way, in this video, this other video, I mentioned that this guy who tweeted this, you know, who posted about this whole thing on 4chan, he actually came back with another thing that he mentioned, which was about the upcoming video for today for Hoenn. And what I'm talking about is this one right here. Actually, this is the Johto one, sorry. Where's the Hoenn one? There's the Hoenn one. Sorry about that. So here's the Hoenn one. Let's just pause that real quick so we don't get copyright issues. But basically, they put these countdown videos every single day now, leading up to Pokemon Day. Now, it doesn't mean that this is going to lead up to a reveal of Generation 8. But if it is, then that's cool. But they're just doing a countdown like they did with the themes last year, which didn't lead up to anything last year. But that was during April. This time, it's happening in February, leading up to Pokemon Day specifically. But either way, besides that, so he basically made a post saying that this whole thing that's happening, this whole, you know, actual video, is gonna have a specific few things, and those specific things is these ones right here. So let's just get to, so here we go. I actually managed to find the thing here, which I'll show you, and also this guy's just memeing hard as fuck right now. But here is what he basically said. Yes, this will be fun. I have seen it indeed. This will be the last question I answer, I think. And it's a cool way to drive you insane. Well done in understanding the pattern. The video will rant a lot about how hot Hoenn is. And the particular thing that caught my attention is that they mentioned visiting Mirage Kingdom in Hoenn. Now, he's referring to this little video that, of course, came out, which, let's see where we have it. Here we go. Boom, this one. So, this is the one that he's referring to. Also, the reason why they are using anime footage isn't only because the anime is very popular, but also because the new designs of the old regions, like Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, include elements from the anime, and they sure look a lot like they did in the anime. You'll keep this a secret when they mention Mirage Kingdom in the video, won't you? And that's basically what he said right there. Now, what do we want to look for here that he mentioned? And that would basically, this is what we've been waiting for. This is what I mentioned in my previous video today, the second video uploaded, is that, you know, we should pay attention if they actually mention Mirage Kingdom in, you know, this video for Hoenn, and also
also if they talk about, you know, Hoenn being, whatchamacallit, them ranting about how hot it is. Now, if you watch the actual video here, and let's just find it. If we watch the actual video, they do mention that it's basically grab your sunscreen, grab your swimsuit, and head to Hoenn this summer. But the thing, though, is you got to remember is that in Kanto, they did the same thing. If you go to the Kanto one here, you'll notice that if you go a little bit through here, boom, right here, they said spend your summer exploring the Kanto region. And basically, yeah, they're mentioning summer there as well. It's kind of the same thing, except here, sure, they are a little bit different, saying specifically get your sunscreen. If we go a little bit further in, we'll just kind of skip through. Take a Pokemon. Pokemon take priority in Hoenn, which is the home. To the Forbidden Forest. Sure. Which makes let's see, an oasis for grass-type Pokemon where humans are not allowed, as well as Togepi Paradise. So when they mention oasis, you know, an oasis is basically, you know, like a desert, to put it bluntly, right? I think that's the best explanation I can give you. And, you know, mirages usually show up in deserts, to put it, you know, in a simple manner. And they mentioned Togepi Paradise here, which is the interesting part, because Togepi Paradise is actually in, and then we just go through a few other stuff, but the other stuff here isn't really relevant to the conversation. But he mentioned specifically Togepi Paradise here. Now, the interesting thing about Togepi Paradise is that if you go and search up Pokemon Mirage Kingdom, you'll actually find this. The Mirage Kingdom, or simply Mirage, is an anime-exclusive kingdom located in Hoenn, beyond a large desert between Mobile City and Falarbor town. It appeared in the Princess and the Togepi, a Togepi Mirage. It is ruled by a king and queen, which is interesting because we've been talking about kings and queens and stuff. The Mirage Kingdom worships Togepi and even contains a Togepi temple, which contains a portal leading to the Togepi Paradise. Now, this is where we get weird, right? Because he mentioned specifically Mirage Kingdom. That's what he literally said right here, sure. He mentions, they will mention visiting Mirage Kingdom in Hoenn. But the thing is, they never said that. They actually never say specifically Mirage Kingdom in here. There is no mention of Mirage Kingdom. There's only the mention of the Togepi Paradise, which is basically, you know, inside of the Mirage Kingdom. It's basically the same, you know, in the same place. It's the same thing, so to put it bluntly. But he never said that. He never gave us his specifics. And you got to remember that this could just be a wild guess. And that's what I think this is. I don't think this guy knows anything. I think he's just wildly guessing. That's what I think is going on. I think he's just wildly guessing what's going on here, and I don't think he really has any, like, you know, crazy levels of knowledge that we're missing. Now, of course, there's been some other stuff, you know, people have sent me some other stuff here. For example, Francesca here sent me this, and I was just about, like, I was literally just reading it when she sent this to me, saying, you know, it is ruled by king and queen. Of course, we've had this whole king and queen thing going on recently. They, of course, mention here, like, swimsuits and, you know, summer, and, of course, the Togepi, you know, Paradise, which is within the actual Mirage Kingdom, to put it bluntly. So yeah, in a weird way, sure, he was kind of right, but this is one of those things that you can kind of guess, you know what I mean? I think this is one of those things that you could kind of guess. Now, sure, it's not one of those things that you can just snap your fingers and you know it, but it is one of those things where I think you can kind of, like, you can kind of guess and be close to it. And he actually posted another thing on Twitter right now, I think, which I think, again, like I said, it's hard to, yeah, here it is. And also, he literally says, like, look at that. He's just memeing, you know what I mean? I'll talk about Sinnoh being cold. It'll talk about Sinnoh being cold and about contests on Lake Valor. Again, it seems like it's way too, like, he's just guessing, and it's going to be correct because the guesses are very close on. So I just wanted to bring that up real quick and just mention it because it just doesn't seem to me, and that was the one I was referring to. But also remember, literally look at what he says the last like sentence here. That's just like for one, it's just kind of disgusting. But also, it just seems like he's memeing around and trolling more than being, you know, legitimate here. Also, this one has been giving me a pain in the ass. People keep sending me this like, "Hey, Ruffle, check this out, dude." I'm like, "Yeah, I get it. It's a joke. I get it, man. I get it." But either way, besides that, that's not important. Where was I? Back to the image down here. Okay, so basically, we have a situation where he isn't really correct. He mentions they're going to rant about, you know, it being hot, which they don't really do. They just mention that you should get your sunscreen and that it's going to be warm one time in the start there. And as you go through here, they mention, like, I don't know, soar through the air, but blah, blah, blah. Nothing crazy there. You go through, they don't really mention anything else in here, just some Pokemon contests, etc., etc. But the thing, though, is, if you go to the, you know, Johto one, for example, in Johto, they also mention, like, anime-exclusive areas. I think they do it about, right around, like, actually, no, this is in the games. I'm not sure where it is, but there was one here, which they mention, which is an exclusive area just to the anime. I just can't remember where it was specifically, in here. But it was a specific area that's just in the anime and isn't in the games, as far as I can remember. But yeah, the point I'm trying to get across, though, and I think it's, oh yeah, here it is. I think it's the Wobbuffet Village. There it is. So, in the annual Wobbuffet Festival, right? So if you're like logically thinking here about how they've been doing this, except the Kanto one is a little bit different because in the Kanto one, they actually don't mention any like really unique places just to, you know, just related to the anime. It's all just stuff that we already, you know, that we already know and we've seen in the games. For example, them mentioning that all the cities are named after different colors, and that sort of stuff. There really isn't much else. I think there is this thing right here, the orientation competition, which is strange because why are they there? Why is she there? I'm not sure if this was like a callback episode where the Hoenn characters came to Kanto to do the orientation thing. But this is, I don't know, this is strange. Or they just don't have footage. I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember every single episode. It's a little bit strange, though. Really confusing. But that's, like, the only thing here that's, like, really abstract that they mention. They could have mentioned other stuff, like, you know, just totally something different, but they didn't. And that's where I'm stuck right now. To put it like this, right? This guy said, right here, that something, you know, they're gonna rant about how it is, they're gonna rant about how hot Hoenn is, and they're gonna also mention visiting Mirage Kingdom. They never say that you should visit Mirage Kingdom, they just mention Togepi Paradise, which is inside of Mirage Kingdom, which is what Mirage Kingdom is. So sure, in that sense, okay, it makes sense, But then again, it's just maybe a wild guess, and that's the problem. Again, the SINNOH thing he just said a second ago as well, which I showed you, the SINNOH thing is also really just like, I don't know, it's just, you know, it's a bit on the nose because I think everybody knows they're going to mention how cold it is because it's bloody SINNOH, you know what I mean? It's the coldest region in Pokemon. So of course they're going to mention that. But then the Lake Valor contests, that seems like something that, you know, it's just kind of like, I think you're going to get a lucky guess on it. But again, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I would love to know your opinions on it though, ladies and gentlemen. Just let me know what you guys think. Personally, I'm a little bit stuck. I'm having a hard time really trusting in any of this. It's just a little bit all over the place. But let me know what you guys think about it, though, in the comment section down below. Now, next subject here today, guys. So, this was sent to me earlier today by Gustavo, which basically showed these two logos here saying, you know, basically Pokemon Plus and Pokemon Minus, to put it bluntly, with a bunch of Japanese text. So, I decided to hit up a friend of mine, Trey, on my Discord. Big thank you to Trey for actually doing the work and translating all this, you know, all this Japanese stuff. Just translating it for me and giving me an actual document here with everything in it. So big thank you to him. Just a huge thank you. So here are the logos, first of all. You can see them right here, how they look like. And also, you will notice, these don't look like, you know, when you look at them, you might say, like, they look ugly, right? But that's because these look more like concept logos, right? The sort of logos that you make before you make the final logo. We had these similar sort of things, these concept-style logos, last year as well, when we saw Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, right? So these look kind of like reasonable in my opinion. Now here's what the footnotes say basically. The first part reads Pokemon in kanji, which is, you know, this part right here. But then they also have Pokemon at the top here, which is really just weird. I'm not sure why that's there. Though I cannot wrap my head around why Pokemon was written in English up at the top. This is exactly what I talked about with him about. Kind of redundant. The second part of the title reads as Electone, which can be considered broken English for the word electron. So that's what these ones. Wait, is that what both of them say, or what? Which one says that though? The first part reads, and now he's talking about this one, I guess. Oh yeah, he's actually coded it. Thank you so much, dude. You're such a legend, man. The first part reads Pokemon in kanji with Pokemon written in English at the top again. The second part of the title reads Protono, which pretty much describes itself as the English word proton. This translates to, okay, now the third one here is this one. I was going to get to that in a second. But basically, this would be, I guess, electron and proton, which would make sense if it's positive, negative. I mean, we literally have those things here as well. Positive, negative, right? We have that on the Switch. I mean, these look very similar to the Switch. That's the weird thing, and that's the fun thing about this one. And then we continue on with the other stuff that's on the actual image here, which says, the third one here says that it translates to a beryl stom, or beryl's atom. Beryl is a mineral that is an offshoot of aluminium and has a nano channel that has fascinated humans. It by itself is pristine, but can become impure and take on different colors. The color being green, blue, yellow, red, the rarest one, and white. Though I have zero idea how this makes any sense with what is above. Fair point. Now, number 4 here is this is 3 kanji characters. First one being ke, then ku, and the last one is shi, which altogether form the word lock. There is a brand of lock called Atom, but that would be, wait, grasping at straws. It could be a bit mathematical and be talking about a mutex lock, though. Again, I don't know how this makes any sense with what is above. True, again, I'm also really confused about this one. Now, number 5, which is this one right here, this one right there, is that this one says, let's see, number 5 says, 3 kanji characters, shi, bu, ma, and they form the word shibma, which could just be an offshoot of the word sigma, which would fit the atomic theme as there are atomic sigmas. Once again, 3 kanjis on number 6, which is this one right here. And this one says, once again, 3 kanjis, he, ba, na, and together they mean Havana. There is a... Wait, here is where I could find no way of knowing why this was put in there. Maybe hinting at a Cuba region, but I cannot find any reason why it is here. So yeah, this one is the strangest one, the Habana one, at the last one at the end here. Really weird. Really, really weird. But yeah, thank you to Trey, though, for translating this for me, because that's really appreciated. So if you guys want to read this, on your own, by the way, I will maybe link it down below. Actually, I'll check with Trey first and see if Trey is okay with me linking this to you guys. But I'll make sure to, just link it down below if I can. But yeah, so besides that, though, really intriguing. I'm gonna be honest, really intriguing, because these don't look like too bad. They look just like cool concept logos, right? They don't look like they're finished fully. You've got like the shining little, like, star in the middle here and the shining one on this side, and they look like concept logos rather than finished logos, which is what Pokemon tends to kind of do. They just kind of make, they tend to have concepts before they have, just a finished one, which I think would be something that should be cropping up around this time. And the person who posted this just kind of posted the logos and just kind of went away, didn't really say much, which was kind of similar to the person who leaked the Let's Go Peach, Let's Go Eevee stuff. Just kind of left the information, just put out the information, just kind of left, which is very strange, but that's the ones that actually intrigued me the most. So this was far more intriguing to me than the guy talking about, Kingdom Mirage or whatever. That part is just a little bit confusing to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about this? What are your thoughts? What do you think about the whole Kingdom Mirage thing? Do you think the guy is real? Do you think he's BS? Do you think he's talking for, just... do you think he's just making shit up and just guessing wildly and just being really, like, lucky with the guesses? Like, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. I mean, I think it would be pretty interesting if the guy was correct, because if you actually look at some of the stuff he says here, he does mention that there are quite a few new Pokemon, like 191 Pokemon. Though the titles sound weird, like Pokemon Kingdom Red version and Pokemon Kingdom Green version, just really weird names. But he does mention, like, some pretty cool stuff, like about some Pokemon showing up and all that stuff. How the game would be kind of open world-ish, so to say, with, more freedom, but still paths to follow. Really just a bunch of really cool stuff, but also some really weird and kind of ludicrous stuff. He mentions a lot. To put it bluntly, he mentions a lot. And that's what gets me really to not believe him, because he mentions way too much. And I don't know, he's just so far, the only thing that's given him a level of credibility is the fact that he was really close with his guess, but he didn't really get, like, they never mentioned Kingdom Mirage besides... Togepi Paradise, which is inside of the Kingdom, Mirage of Kingdoms, so to say. So, I don't know. What do you guys think about all this? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'm so sorry for just spamming you guys with videos. I do apologize. Either way, have yourselves a great day, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll catch you all the next time.